Welcome back to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. To be part of our super community and find out more about Eliances, visit www.Eliances.com. Now, back to our super host, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
Yeah, I know y'all can't believe how this morning's been with the most amazing heroes, but it just gets better. We started off the show with the CEO and president of North Scottsdale Wealth Advisors, David Kahn. And we had the author of The Kingmaker and many other books, Tony Bridwell, with Ryan Inc. And I just had on who you all heard, the founder of, you ready, CNBC, and who was the TiVo president, Tom Rogers. Well, get this. Who dreams of starting their own e-commerce website? Our next hero, Walker Williams, is the founder and CEO. You ready? Teespring.com. If you haven't heard it, you've been living under a rock. Teespring.com. But he built an e-commerce platform that allows you to design and sell products online, and I can't believe this, with no upfront cost or risk. He helps others create these dreams. Walker, how did you come up with this idea? There's so many gazillion websites out there, yet you've got one that's working, launched, and extremely popular.
Yeah, well, first, thank you so much for having me today. But the idea came from a personal pain point. I was a college student in Providence, Rhode Island. I had an idea. It was my senior year of college. I had an idea for this T-shirt to commemorate a local bar that was shutting down. And I designed this shirt, put it up on Facebook, got a bunch of likes, got excited. And then when I called the local screen printer, I quickly discovered that it was going to cost hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I had to know exactly what sizes I needed, exactly how many I needed. First, I didn't have the money to begin with, but I also didn't know if I was going to sell 10 or 50 or 200. So that was kind of right out the window. And then I looked around online. Surely there's got to be a way for somebody with an idea to get it out there and still get that good price point and that good quality. And when I couldn't find anything, I grabbed a buddy who was a programmer and quickly came up with this idea that we would put up a website, and if we could get 50 people to pre-reserve the shirts, to put their money down, we'd go out, produce them, and ship them out. And that was the idea that became Teespring.
In fact, Walker, walk us through the process, because there may be one person listening out of hundreds and hundreds of thousands listening right now that may not have heard of Teespring or maybe used your services and stuff. Exactly, though, how does it work?
Sure. So Teespring's a service for anybody with a great idea. You don't have to be a designer. You don't have to have any experience selling online. You come to our website, you design a T-shirt in a really easy editor. So they've got lots of clip art, different fonts you can use, or you can upload your own art. You set a price for it, say $20, and on $20 you'd make around $10 depending on how high quality the T-shirt you chose was. And then you get a website, and from that website you can send it to friends, you can send it to family. We help you post it on Amazon or eBay or Walmart.com if you want, and you can build an e-commerce business. And when an order comes in, we send it to our facility in Kentucky, where it's immediately printed and shipped. So it's not like we print a bunch and put them on shelves in advance. Every time an order comes in, we've got some really cool technology that lets us print them one by one at a really high quality, ship them right out to your customers, and you get a big check for the profit.
Most popular item, what would you say that is, or most popular graphic, or that you're like, that's just has had more orders than anything else?
Every month, I'm blown away by the different stuff that comes through. Earlier this year, we had a designer from Brooklyn that came and did a couple slogans around things that were happening in politics. Sold 50,000, raised $500,000 for charity in a space of about a month and a half. We just had a YouTuber on the site a couple weeks ago that came up with a design. All it said was sheep in white letters and with a red box around it. Sold 15,000 in a matter of a couple days. So it really is stunning, and I think that's the magic of Teespring is there's so many people out there with such good ideas. They have creativity, and they just don't know how to get started. And our goal is to help those people get their ideas out there and find success.
Oh, Walker, you got to be shocked when you see those stats, and you're going to look at it going, how many people are ordering that? Unbelievable.
Blown away. And, anytime I go to our Kentucky facility to, be with the team and check it out, just walking around and seeing the printers and seeing the items that come off, it stuns me. And that always goes back to that original idea of, just give people an opportunity and they'll take it and run with it. And so I think that's what makes me most proud about this business is all the independent entrepreneurs who have been able to go on and make a living using the platform.
And phenomenal. And you're listening to Eliances Heroes. Be a hero with me, David Kogan, the host. Go to where entrepreneurs align. Be part of the community, Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com, because we have a hero now, and he is Walker Williams, the founder of Teespring, e-commerce site that lets you design and sell. Teespring.com. Of course, we'll have the link on our website too, Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. Now, Walker, I got to reveal a little secret about you that we dug up. See, as a child, I know you wanted to be a cartoonist, then a writer. Then at 16, you realized that you wanted to start your own company. Was there anyone who helped you, though, along the way to figure out the path or what you wanted to do with your life?
I have to give a ton of credit to my parents and family. I was always coming up with crazy ideas growing up. I think, at around age 10, I decided that I was going to make myself an airplane and, started to nail some wood together. And to my parents' credit, they never discouraged me. They let me imagine that I was on that path. So, throughout, I've always been tinkering. And throughout the years, I got more and more involved in technology and computers and programming, and really quickly sort of fell in love with, building businesses and specifically building technology businesses. But got to give a lot of credit to my parents.
And you also consult with other startups, and you act, I believe, as their user experience and user interface designer, right?
Yeah, well, I don't do any individual design anymore, but I have done a little bit of investing, and I try to be helpful to other folks that are getting their companies off the ground in terms of offering advice and sometimes offering a little bit of money.
Who do you, though, go to for bouncing ideas off of?
I have some really good mentors that I've met over the years. Recently I've really leaned a lot on Sam Altman, who is a startup advisor here in San Francisco, and then Keith Rabois, who is also a startup kind of hero of mine, who's COO of Square, one of the co-founders of PayPal, and those are the people that I lean on today. But honestly, it's a really wide network. Folks that I met 5 years ago, friends that I've known for 10 years. I think great advice comes from all over.
Walker, what advice, though, would you give to an auditorium of high school students about being successful? Because you know what? They may not know all the work and everything that goes into it. May think, I create an app, I'll be the next millionaire. I create a website, I'll be the next gazillionaire.
I think the number one thing is you don't chase money. I think chasing money is the quickest path to never finding that success. Do something you love. Be the best at it. Really embrace something. I think that a lot of people that are thinking about the startup world don't realize the commitment and the amount of time that it takes. And it's got to be your life, your baby, for 8-10 years before you really find that success. And so if you're not really in love with what you're doing, it's going to be really hard to keep going when times are tough. And in a startup, there's always times that are tough.
Well, Walker, you definitely are in love with what you're doing. You created your own dream of starting an e-commerce website to help others realize their own product development dreams. You continue to lead, inspire, and assist others to take the road less traveled in starting businesses. Walker Williams, you're a hero, founder of Teespring.com.
You have been listening to Eliances Heroes, where heroes in business align. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups. To present your superpower, visit www.eliances.com.